What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixmarters here, and welcome back to Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. When we left off, we had the greatest cross-examination of all time, with the greatest cast of witnesses of all time. Absolutely. I had the time of my life, and if I remember correctly, we are right now trying to go over the fact of... oh yeah, the footsteps. The footsteps going right over top of one another.
Oh, yeah.
So there were only one trace of footsteps.
Do we have proof?
I don't know. We're gonna think about it,
Phoenix,
though.
do we? Because we do have proof that Isabella Catabella was, in fact, in the bell tower at the time of the crime. Not only was she seen by many people, but this was found at the crime scene afterwards, too.
Isabella's pendant, huh?
If you think there was one more person in the bell tower, then prove it, defender. Oh boy.
Very well then. The defense shall present evidence. Do you have proof that someone other than the accused was in the bell tower?
Apparently we do.
Do we?
It's a good question. I don't think it'd be the footprint sketch because we've been using that. What?
The flower.
I don't think that's necessarily it, because the reason the flower's on it is because of Patty.
Yeah, she ran up into the bell tower. She ran up the stairs.
Well, that was way after. That was when we came. This is about during the crime.
Oh. Well, then why would...
Got this whole
why would the
thing,
flower
but,
be part of it then?
I don't know. That's the skull. That's the crime scene. That's that. I don't see anything that would be helpful on that one.
Also, that robe, like, whose robe is that? That's another thing.
Let's see if that's one of the options here.
Haha!
It is. That's the only one that really makes sense, I think. So let's go for it, dude.
I was right.
You were.
Oh, that's what is it?
This robe was found on the top floor of the bell tower.
We don't know who it belongs to.
As you can see, it's way too big for Isabella.
And the flower's proof that it was there before the flower.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. It would seem to belong to a much taller person.
Vigilantes, I'd like you all to confirm something for me. You've been guarding the bell tower ever since it appeared, correct? Oh god, it's been a while since I've done this. I don't remember his voice that well.
Like a super improper Barnum
Indeed,
with a
we
little
have,
more
sir.
gravelly.
Had anyone ever gone from the bell tower before the incident this evening? Of course not. What would be our purpose if we freely let people inside? Suspicious not, sadly no one ever approaches our bell tower. I see, but then... how did this robe get up there?
It's an invisibility cloak.
Do you get it now? There must have been a second witch in the bell tower. Possibly even a Vavitch.
Ooh, a great one.
Great,
Order!
huge.
Order! So there were two witches inside that tower?
Exactly, Your Honor. It's true that the defendant was seen in the bell tower at the time of the crime. But if another witch was present too, it's impossible to say for sure that it was Miss Cantabella who summoned the fire dragon. Holy shit. I think that was every single vigilante in the world that just spoke up in that moment. Calm down, everyone. I don't know what that was. Result this defender can fuddle our understanding of the situation. I didn't misunderstand it. What?
It was the great Vivitch Bizzello that summoned the fire dragon.
I'm going to suppose you
I'm gonna die.
He's gonna do that, Andrew. We've braved this rapids, scaled high mountains, and crossed vast plains to testify in this court and expose the great... Where's my vacuum at?
What?
What are they talking about? Especially you?
Yeah, vacuums don't exist here. You'll know soon. That's you.
I know, I'm trying to...
How inquisitive Dark Lord permit us to testify again?
I don't think it was quite like that, but it is now, unfortunately. I Inquisitor Dark Lord permits to testify again.
You believe you can reveal the truth about the accused?
Yes, you Dark Lord, what else can I do? We must be a bunch of commoners, but we shall offer you our best testimony with passion, purpose, and plausibility. Let us speak now, for the sake of Labyrinthia.
You sounded Australian for a second. Let us speak
Oh,
now.
man. For the sake of my sanity, please don't speak.
Now.
I am Phoenix. For the sake of my sanity, please don't speak anymore.
Permission granted. May your words be as sharp as swords. And cut through all the lies and fallacies straight to the truth.
No.
No.
Okay.
Witness testimony.
The time of the crime.
Oh boy.
Storyteller finished speaking to the crowds in the town square of the Eden. That's when the grave of Vitch appeared. I still can't forget the sound of that terrible incantation. It was undoubtedly the girl's voice. We ran towards the tower as soon as we saw, keeping eyes on her to make sure she didn't escape. We split into two groups at the entrance. One group to guard it, the other to chase down the witch. I was in the first group. I was one of the pursuers. I ran into the tower and caught the witch. That was no one but us at the crime scene.
We captured the girl. There was nowhere for anyone to hide there.
There was no other witch, I'm sure of it. How we got into entrance? That's right, young one. The fateful bell tower. The fateful incident. We saw them with our own faithful eyes. Not
Did you?
me, I can't see through the cataracts.
Oh. Jeez.
Well, I suppose that can again be summed up by saying you all did the best you could.
The vigilantes were the first to arrive at the crime scene. The testimony is credible.
It does seem so, and if what they say is indeed true, it would be decisive proof of the accused's guilt.
Our opponent is a witch. The Great Vivitch, to be exact. Things probably aren't as simple as they seem.
If you think so, feel free to look for any cracks in their testimony. If there are any, and if you're up to it.
I think one person that's cracking apart right now, but that's a safety concern, to be quite honest.
Defender, you may begin the interrogation.
All right.
Cross-examination.
Ciao. So, you. Finish being crowds, that's when the Great Vivitch appeared.
Hold it!
Shortly before sunset, there were lots of people in the town square, weren't there? All the people in the square. You read the contents of the story, didn't you? Town's grand finale was kind of a big deal, huh?
Yeah.
It happened only several hours ago. A sight we'll never forget. The storyteller notes the Great Vivitch first. She appeared at the bell tower, and she conjured a flame of her finger. Storyteller fixed his gaze on that flame, but it was already too late. Great Vivitch uttered an incantation.
Grandworm. Fucking fire dragon shows up, I don't know.
Yeah. Can't forget the sound of terrible incantation. Down the girl's voice. And by that girl, you mean... What a question. I mean, Espella Cantabella. Who else? She took her father's life in that fearsome word. Yeah, no doubt about it. That voice belonged to Espella Cantabella. You okay there, buddy? Need help? Nope. Okay.
That fiendish voice, it even made me shudder. A little.
Oh, yes. She shouted that dreadful incantation. Ignatium. Wrong trial, Grandpa. That wasn't even the same witch.
It looks like they all remember her voice.
Well, to be honest, I also think it was Espella's voice.
Maybe it's better not to dig too deep into this topic.
Alright, we entered the tower as soon as we saw her. Were the vigilantes the first to arrive at the crime scene? Of course. I was worried the Great Vivitch might escape us. I never took my eyes off her until I reached that bell tower. You didn't lose sight of her even once. No. Even when I tripped on a pebble and fell down, I kept my eyes fixed on it. You fell down?
It's dangerous to run without paying attention to where you're stepping.
Some of my fellow vigilantes captured the Grateful Vitch. That's when I tripped and fell.
It was impossible for someone else to have what? Traded places with
There
the
you
person
go.
who summoned that fire dragon. Isn't my blind eyes can't read when there's
I
red on the
know.
screen because it's a terrible contrast. Therefore, the Great Vivitch Bazella can be none other than a Spella Cantabella.
Bazella, Spella, Cantabella, blah, 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 tongue twisters.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
Split into groups at the entrance. One to guard, the other to chase down.
Hold it!
Can you tell me which vigilantes were guarding the entrance? It was me and Lullet. Oh, you okay? I think he's dead this time. The rest went to after the witch. Right, a lot of Lance?
Lot of Lance.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Oh, Bobby. I was there with you.
Yes, now that I think about it. It was quite a scene.
You know that's supposed to be a Scottish accent, right?
I know, but once again, it's too late. It's canon. Quite a scene. Why don't you ask the kid?
I better said that I, too, was there, guarding the entrance to the bakery, right?
Oh, no, here we go.
Wherever I may have been, the winds that blow over plains will have blown just the same. Wait, nope. I passed gas. Never
I
mind.
knew you were gonna do that.
These guys aren't the best when it comes to teamwork.
Oh, boy.
Shakey.
Poor Shakey.
All right.
But
You did it. You caught the witch. She was as if in a daze. I too was in a daze. And then I seemed to fallen unconscious. Oh, when I came to, it seemed that I captured her.
what?
That means you climbed the tower before anyone else. Yes, that's correct. Let me tell you, the guy's the fastest among us. Runs a breakneck. He literally broke his neck for that speed. Uh-oh. Yep, we're getting a doctor this time.
This time?
Number 5 is very light. I'm quite jealous of his feathery build. Don't be so jealous.
Glass
about
bones and paper skin.
I just don't know what to say. An overachiever that one is. Alright, no one but us at the crime scene. Were you too busy swooning? Are you sure there was no one else? Very sure. There were only 2 people on the top floor. Huh? Wait a second. You said 2? Yes, 2. I didn't see which one said it, but it was me and my sweet Foxy.
Well, he's the one testifying right now.
What? I am in love. All my attention is directed at Foxy. That's a weak excuse. There were several other vigilantes at the crime scene too, weren't there? Yeah, probably.
Oh my god.
But that means nothing to me. To me, there's only Foxy.
Oh my god.
That's my romantic interpretation of events. I wish you would testify about what you actually witnessed. Once, please. Captured girl is nowhere for anyone to hide there.
Hold it!
How can you be sure there was nowhere to hide?
The whole city was watching the tower at that time. If the witch tried to climb down using a ladder or something, she'd have been seen. Why does her helmet have to look like a face mask? You know what I mean? With the eyes closed like that.
That's a fair point.
But we're talking about Bazella here. She could have become invisible and flown out of the bell tower, you know. It'd be child's play for Bazella since she can use any spell she wants.
Right. The Grateful Vitch Bazella could have escaped with ease. And yet, a spell was caught at the crime scene.
Hear that, Nick? That's further proof there's no way a spell has Bazella, right?
it's hardly conclusive. I mean, if that was enough to convince everyone, we wouldn't be having this trial. But there's something in Foxy's testimony that keeps nagging at me. Is there really no place to hide? Can any evidence in the court record confirm that? I think this is where we finally use that picture of the bell tower because, you know, that's that middle section. But there's that way to get up to the top part.
Yeah, because like the pendant was ripped off her neck and then used in that little contraption thing to probably open up a hidden compartment to hide in. That's my guess.
Well, I think it's to let down the ladder from the top part of the bell tower.
It's the same difference.
But Darklaw didn't look too happy about that one.
God.
There was no other witch, I'm sure. No, back. You can't escape my wrath.
Hold it!
A witch could have used magic to remain unseen. Sorry to disappoint you, but no one used any magic at the time.
What makes you so sure?
To cast a spell, a witch needs to say that spell's incantation. Well, we heard no incantations. No one else is vicious.
Whoa.
That sounds like a lot of people piped up on that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's doing his spinning thing.
There's a you.
A
Okay, so it's all the ridiculous. Ooh, boy. Which one do I do? I want to do Shakey. As much as I love old man twirling around.
Oh, okay.
I love Shakey so much.
Hang on!
Mr. Shakey? Damn it.
God.
My favorite. I didn't mean to startle you. Do you have anything to add to Mr. Treaden's testimony?
Tread on.
Tread on, that's
Get
right. Yes. I think there was something. It's strange noise. You actually heard something at the crime scene, and you say it was a strange noise. It was my armor. Yes.
Oh, God. Look what you did, Nick. That's just cruel.
But I didn't do anything.
I can't remember if I heard anything odd when we were in the bell tower.
Excuse me, Mr. Shakey.
It looks like we're temporarily one witness down.
Let's give him a break. Maybe someone else had also heard that noise. Number 8 said he didn't hear anything unusual. And it wasn't only Shakey that seemed to have a different opinion on that matter.
Let's question the other witnesses too.
Absolutely.
Old man.
Well, first, you guys shut the fuck up. All right, press, and then we go forward until we get to some of the. We go forward and didn't hear anything. All right, up, nope, work. There we go.
Look at him go.
Look at me go.
Excuse me, Mr. Wordsmith.
I do not know anyone by that name.
Yeah. Anyway, would you like to comment on Mr. Treadon's testimony? I see you have nothing to say. He's in green field mode again.
Oh no.
Do not rush to conclusions, young one. I am on a green field, sky-clad, watching petals dancing in the wind.
Yep, I knew you'd say that.
And yet, a single shaft of light has shone through the dark abyss of my memory. I heard something in the bell tower. We went to apprehend the witch.
What? What did you hear? Was it an incantation?
No, it wasn't an incantation. Nevertheless, it sounded like a woman's voice.
Mr. Wordsmith, this is extremely important information. Please add this to your testimony.
Yes, I shall do that. It's best I tell you about it now before I forget again.
Oh my god. Oh. You
Fucking
saw
feisty.
that, right?
Oh, yeah.
As the defender requested, you will now testify about the sound you heard.
See,
Well,
going
whatever's-
with him was the right thing
Yeah,
to do
his
after
original
all.
testimony's gone now, though. So,
Oh.
but
Progression.
go ahead and talk to this here little lad. You locked the door to the bell tower. Aye,
I wasn't going to take a scope. I turned the lock.
Even though when he talked before, it was a man's
Doesn't
voice.
matter. It's canon.
That's a man. That's why he was like, everyone thinks I'm a kid.
Doesn't matter. It's canon now.
Oh my god.
You did a great job, didn't you? Fuck, I keep losing it.
His intentions weren't bad,
His
but he
intentions
did.
weren't bad, but it did more harm than good. Huh?
How do I remember it? It's not even my voice.
I don't know, man. I have a lot on my plate in this one, okay? Cut me some slack.
The little boy swallowed the key, and there were no spares. He successfully locked in everyone who'd entered the bell tower.
He swallowed the key.
That's right. We couldn't get down from the bell tower for some time afterward.
It says, let us to coin a new word for getting helplessly trapped. It's to be.
Oh.
Disable children are these getting quite popular. I'll just leave them down there this time. Don't go around and attacking strange beings to people's names.
So, you could say we got ourselves kinda... Okay, I got this. Dizibble Chalton Chun Chun Chuk Mild in Labyrinthia.
Look at you, a budding expert in labyrinthian slang. Kid.
Alright, what did I say again? Yeah, I heard a woman's voice. Faint, delicate sobbing, no less.
Hold it!
You heard a woman sobbing?
Huh.
Yes, sobbing or perhaps wailing. You sound a bit like hinges in need of some grease.
It was probably
Boy.
hinges.
This falsetto packs a serious punch.
And there was another noise, too. Clack, 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 clack. It was a pleasant sound, rather like that of wooden cogs in motion.
Huh?
And another sound. A clink, clank of chains creaking.
We've come a long way from the sound of a woman crying.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember now. Woman scream. It was actually the contraption. On second thought, I heard it too. Remember a certain wailing, creaking noise flowing through the air. And when did you hear it? We ran to the bell tower, and I think it was when we arrived at the entrance.
Indeed. Only the quickest of us got there in time to hear it.
Mr. Wordsmith is a fast runner? Gotta be honest, Nick, I never saw that
He
coming.
flies. Let's get it right here. I think it might speak more to the slowness of the other vigilantes. Anyway, we've got a new piece of info. Vigilantes heard some noises and machinery in the tower.
I wonder what was making all those eeks and clinks and clacks.
Was there any machinery up in that bell tower?
We didn't get to see it.
Now's the perfect time to present something that may have some connection to those noises.
The contraption.
That's my thought. Looks like they're all saying pretty much the same thing. There was another witch in the bell tower. Only was easier to prove.
The other witch used the invisibility spell. That would explain why no one saw her.
No kidding, Maya. That's the whole point of invisibility after all. But just knowing that doesn't help me. I need more information to go on. I'm sure there's one more person. Another witch in the bell tower at the time of the incident. And I'm going to find a way to prove it.
Right, let's keep our eyes peeled for any witnesses acting suspicious.
Alright. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Yep, hang in there, buddy. Excuse me, pardon me, leave her alone. Alright. Hi there. Let's see. That's the contraption.
Yeah,
There's a hole in it.
Objection!
Take it, buddy.
there we go.
The defense has a theory regarding the source of those strange sounds. It was most likely this. This mechanism is on the middle floor of the bell tower. That reminds me.
There you go.
There was some
Whoa.
contraption up there unlike anything I've seen before.
You remembering it on your own broke the game.
Right, Chief? We never touched it though. How about we try operating that contraption to see what it does? We might just be able to reproduce the sound that Mr. Lance, almost said Lancelot, the Lance Her at the crime
Oh, that's the pun.
scene. Yes.
I get
That's
it.
why I almost did it. Right, you might be onto something.
But it was I who testified about it before that young man.
I talked about it too.
Well, you've got my curiosity. Let's see who set that contraption in motion.
Well, just leave it to me.
You can't, though. You need the thing.
I guess you're just gonna go to the bell tower and do it. Grave one. Prick up your ears.
Huh.
That's a hell of a noise, all right.
That's it.
That's the very same sound I heard.
Oh, that's what I heard as well.
Yes,
That's him.
Oh, and he's down.
We'll never know just
Oh,
who
Mr.
that
Shakey.
was. Like, except for Shakey.
As you've all seen, or rather, heard, it's clear that device was operating shortly after the incident.
Objection!
No. This doesn't change the fact that we know nothing about what that contraption does. Your demonstration hasn't led us to any valuable conclusions.
High Inquisitor Darklaw has a point.
It's not like I don't have an idea what that machinery was used for. But how should I go about proving it to the court? Guess I should confront Madame Butterfly over there about her testimony.
Oh boy.
Seems we've wasted a lot of time over nothing. Defense, you may continue the interrogation.
All right.
No. Oh, no, I guess I'll go away.
All right. So I
Oh,
think
nowhere
with
for
this-
anyone to hide there.
So that didn't update the contraption.
Do you want to press her first?
No, we already did that
Oh,
before.
okay.
It's the same one from before. Because, I mean, I want to use this to be like, you know, she could have hid in the very top.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give that a go.
You sure you want to present the contraption instead?
I don't, because that didn't update.
It doesn't. It's okay.
I don't. Here's what we'll do. Because we've only got 100 of these fucking things. Will that take us the right way? Yep. The bell tower plan.
Wow.
Objection!
The eyes of the whole town were on the bell tower, and the entrance was locked. Witches may be able to make themselves invisible, but they can't physically disappear. Which means it's not unreasonable to suggest that escaping from the bell tower was nearly impossible. However, hiding themselves after the incident is a different story.
That's the sketch of the bell tower, isn't it?
Most fascinating. Well, Defender. How about you show us? Enlighten us as to where exactly the witch could have hidden.
Well, I want to go up there.
Yeah.
Up in the belfry.
Got it!
The what?
The belfry.
There you go.
I just want to have fun because it's belfry.
I know, but before you thought it was Belfry, and I had to correct you.
She hid here, of course. At the very top of the bell tower.
Objection!
It may seem like a plausible place to hide. However, that part of the bell tower is inaccessible to anyone. The stairs don't go up as far as the
Objection.
belfry.
You mean the belfry?
No.
You almost did it.
Because of you!
Remember our demonstration a little while ago?
Demonstration? Are you referring to that silly contraption?
Objection!
It's not silly. That contraption serves a very specific function. The plan of the bell tower shows no stairs leading up to the belfry.
Belfry.
Fuck.
Ha ha ha!
Now, if you think about it in relation to the plan, it's obvious what this contraption is for. It's a mechanism enabling access up to the belfry.
What? Is that what it is? Water!
Another witch was in the bell tower when the incident happened. And the reason she wasn't discovered is because she used that contraption to reach the belfry and hide up there.
Objection!
Hold your horses, Defender.
I don't have any horses.
You seem oblivious to the contradiction in your reasoning.
What do you mean? I'm gonna find out what she means next time.
Oh boy.
We'll find out what this contradiction is. How dare you? How dare you?
Easily.
No!
She kind of got you there, Nick.
No!